Spider-Man Miles Morales is a good game, but Simon Krieger is a shitty, shitty villain, and probably the worst one in Insomniac's Spider-Man universe. What do you think?
He is absolutely painfully generic. That's probably the biggest criticism I have of the game. Just that character, really, is just it's just so cookie cutter. He's just so basic, white CEO antagonist, and it's just very frustrating. It could have easily been Alistair Smythe or someone with a bit of interest to him, but no, we get Simon Krieger. Get your generic robo science. Well, it's not even a science. It's just he's literally just a CEO. That's all there is to him, and he's smarmy, smug git. That's his personality trait.
I think
Christ.
that's the point.
That's the thing is, like, I feel like I can forgive Tinkerer much easier for being kind of a swing and a miss, because Tinkerer, I feel like they didn't do the best job in making her, like, a sympathetic anti-hero kind of character, because, like, she steals from the homeless trucks. Her band of Karens is the most irritating, grating. Fucking. Am I the only one that found the underground goons to be particularly grating? Like their
They were
voices, like
so annoying.
"We're gonna take
Hey.
you down, Spider-Man."
Rox, the kid spider's working for Roxxon. Take him down.
I hate them. They sound like Karens. They're like little Karens. Oh man. So like the whole thing of like them trying to make what's the name, Finn, like this redeemable anti-hero character, when they kind of went out of their way to make her as unlikable as possible, or maybe not went out of their way, but just like the thing is, I can forgive that comparatively to Simon Krieger, because there was a swing and a miss there, but with Simon Krieger it's just a miss. Like with the quality of the quality of villains we've had from Insomniac games so far, especially like in that first one with Doc Ock and everybody. Like when you come round and it's like here's a fucking Onceler clone as your main villain. Get the fuck out of my face with
Well,
that shit.
Okay, so the thing with Tinker is that you can tell they really had no potential or any idea to go anywhere with her, because she could have easily survived the ending if she had just, jumped away as he exploded, or just, fell
Yeah,
down as he exploded. No, they just needed a quick villain, a quick out, a way to expand Miles, and I think that's not how you should write a villain.
I agree.
Drifty Film actually did a video essay recently called Why Spider-Man Miles Morales is Cinema. And I appreciate a point he made where he was saying, basically, the whole thing of Simon Krieger is he's more kind of everything that Finn is against, but everything that she is becoming, in that she's willing to let this explosion destroy Harlem. She's willing to risk that. And I get that. I think the roles and the ideas are there on paper, but it's the execution where I feel like Finn and fucking Mr. Business Boring Pants fucking fall apart. I keep forgetting his name, but then I remember
Troy Baker, number 37.
it. The thing is, I like Troy Baker. He's like the Chad of the gaming voice acting world, but like not even he could save this one.
This is just a
I
basic.
think his work was at least good.
Yeah, well, this is a very basic Troy Baker performance. It's
I
good.
loved when he snapped it in.
He delivers it well. You can't fault the
Mhm.
performance, and
Mm.
also like the motion capture and the character model, really, really well done. But it's just all that work in the performance, all that work in the model, for the characterization itself to be the most boring, played out, cliche motherfucker in the history of the fucking Spider-Man game series, maybe.
I mean, there's
I
only
don't
been
know.
two so far, so
Well, if you count the Activision ones, I
Okay,
mean,
if
I'm
you count the
sure there must have been a worse villain. I'm sure,
oh,
but like,
yeah, I guess.
this is the laziest one though, the most boring villain we've had, I think.
I kind of, yeah, for sure. Revisiting Finn for a moment, I just thought, as well as that, it was too much of a rehash of what happened in the previous game. Because again, it's like someone who the protagonist has known a very long time, have become very close to, been it's very attached to, turned into their worst enemy.
Well, that's because
It's
their biggest thing with these games is let's make these worlds collide. Those are the best Spider-Man stories.
but you can't do it one after the other. It's
The
just
movies do it all the time.
all the time.
Every movie.
Mysterio.
I mean, you make a good point. Like, the thing is, the movies tend to pick up a Spider-Man formula. This is something I've kind of criticized a little bit. Is like, you got the Raimi series, and it always has, Peter Parker, he's got a goal in life. He's trying to get it. I mean, that's the structure of any fucking movie. I don't know why I'm saying that. But then, like, he gets unmasked. The stakes go up. He has to go fight someone that knows his secret identity. Lathe, rinse, repeat. You go into The Amazing Spider-Man. Oh, Peter's unmasked by the lizard again. Oh, the stakes are up. Lathe, rinse, repeat. Same goes for Harry in Amazing Spider-Man 2. Then Vulture, then Mysterio. And the thing is, Spider-Man properties outside of the comics, I do think, get stuck in these kind of repetitive patterns where it's like, well, that's just a Spider-Man story. But to be fair, you can do more outside of these confines, and I do worry that Insomniac could be picking up that habit of, we've got the Spider-Man structure when there isn't the Spider-Man structure. Like, part of what makes Spider-Man such a versatile character is that he's a genre buster. He can do stories that are pretty low stakes. He can do stories where the villain doesn't know his identity. They're not after his loved ones. He can do, all sorts, but they keep focusing on this same thing. And, like, with the first Spider-Man game, obviously, the villains find out his secret identity. Doc Ock finds out, but it felt so fresh, like, structurally, in that it was a character that he very much wanted to save, and they really went the whole hog with that. And you got the Sinister Six, and you got the big scale thing. It kind of pulled together a number of tropes from all of the movies and rounded them off in a really good way. I think, like, the Devil's Breath thing is pretty similar to the whole, I'm gonna turn everyone into lizards plot from Amazing Spider-Man 1 in some ways. Like, it pulls
and then,
these
like, the
elements
first
together.
Amazing Spider-Man game, too, where they had the whole cross-species virus.
Ah, yes, the cross-species genetics.
Yeah.
They loved that terminology, man. Like,
He really did. Said it
in
all
like
the time.
the first Amazing Spider-Man area, it's like cross-species genetics. It's like they're writing the script. It's like, have you included cross-species genetics yet?
Avi Arad trademarked that shit.
Avi Arad is the pioneer behind cross-species genetics.
My God. But the thing is, as well, yeah, it just gives me a slight worry for Marvel's Spider-Man 2 if they go down that route, because obviously they're bringing in the black suit. So if one was to take that formula to its logical extreme, we could be looking at a Miles versus Peter game, essentially.
That would be cool. It would be weird to do for the second game, but I have a question for everybody. Do we think Harry in the Insomniac universe knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man?
No, I don't think so. How long has he been under?
He's been under for about, oh god, I don't know. In the first game, I think only a few months.
Yeah, under a few months. I don't think he would have known that Peter is Spider-Man, realistically. I think there would have been some sort of allusion to that, if so, because we saw his diary and everything.
I mean, does Norman know? Like, I
doubt
haven't
it.
played the first
Norman
game in a
surely
while.
doesn't know.
No. But I was playing Miles, and there was something, I swear, that, like, it implies Harry knows. I'll have to look for it again. But it would make sense as to why, in the first game, you have all these research stations that Harry tells you to go to. Like, how would Peter get to these? And do
I just
all
kind of
this
put it
stuff?
down as a gameplay mechanic. I just kind of put it down as one of those things where it's like, it's a side mission, you're not meant to think about it too much, I guess.
I mean, in fairness, he's probably thinking Peter could just go the normal way, just go to the building and then go up to the top of it.
Yeah, but, like, all of these...
You could put them in the feast center or somewhere Peter goes regularly, but now I'm just gonna put them on every rooftop.
Every rooftop.
And you gotta leap into the clouds and pick up the pollution and stuff.
Travel.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's a big ask. Like, just ask your friend to do that.
When you think about it, it is a little bit, yeah.
Harry just assumed he could fly. Like, he didn't know he was Spider-Man, but he assumed that he had some kind of power.
I mean, I can fly, can't you?
I mean, when you've got the power to change faces between installments, like, you can pretty much fly.
Oh my God. I mean,
Let's
when you
talk
put
about that new
absolute
phase.
shape-shifting.
Well, the secret behind that is basically Peter Parker has been the chameleon this entire time.
Oh no!
The chameleon!
He was first impersonating John Bubniak, and now he's impersonating Ben Jordan.
And next he
Wow.
will be the Brooklyn Bridge.
You just play as the Brooklyn Bridge.
Oh God.
I mean, I've seen people glitch the game and play as a brick.
Yeah, I've seen people glitch the game and play as a rack of shirts. It's incredibly impressive how buggy this game actually is.
I tell you what, though, like,
To
of
your
all the
dead time.
glitches to patch out, Insomniac, please don't patch that one out until I've had a go with it. Like, I want to play as a clothesline.
I would like to. I would very much like
I want to be a boat person. That's what I want to be.
Yes.
Oh, 2D boat person from Spider-Man 2.
No, but you know what's actually, like, this is a thing, is like they keep doing all these, they've got these different suits and stuff, and there are some that I don't care for that feel like big reward ones. Like, I think the big reward for like New Game Plus in Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales is it's the little hoodie outfit that he wears with Peter Parker's mask, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
I don't really care for that. I don't really care for that. It feels kind of just like a variant of the tracksuit, not tracksuit, the sportswear one.
Yeah.
Oh, the training suit.
Yeah, but what if they did a suit where it's just the normal in-game suit, but with a boat person head?
Oh god. Oh my god, no.
I don't think most of the costumes in Miles were particularly great, and that's no fault to them because there really weren't a lot to pull from.
There's not a lot to
And
choose
then-
from, no.
I'm just really fucking picky with my Spider-Man costumes.
To be honest, I think like this time there were only 2 suits in there that I thought were actively ugly this time around. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, for everything Insomniac does really well, I'm not a huge fan of their Spider-Man suit designs, their original ones. But in Miles Morales, I think they did a generally better job. Because I think the tracksuit looks nice.
Tracksuit's good.
Oh, it's
The
great.
2020 suit, it's not my preference, but it looks unique.
It's very
That's
Daft
not
Punk.
that's not an Insomniac original.
Oh, it's not?
No, that's it was they call it 2020 suit because there was like some sort of Miles 2020 comic variant where that's on the cover.
Oh, sure, okay.
nice.
Okay, that's news to me.
At least as far as I know.
Take that one off the list. That's another fuck you to Insomniac. No, I'm just messing. But like, the thing I would say is, the only suits in this game that I found outright fuck ugly are the strike suit. Like,
Oh my
that just
god.
shouldn't have.
I don't like
That just
one.
shouldn't have been on the table at all. Like, oh, let's make it a helmet with raised webs and it looks like he's got jowly jaw. Like, nah. Also, the reprogrammable matter suit looks
Oh, come
like...
on. I love that
Oh,
costume.
I like the reprogrammable matter, to be fair. It reminds me
That
of
one's
the
so cool.
it reminds me of the spider armor, and it's got all the red, and the finisher. Oh my god,
The
one
finisher
of the
with the
finishers.
legs.
Yes.
Oh, I haven't even checked that. But
Oh my
like,
god,
it's
it's
so
so
cool.
And play
I
with
only
it at
unlocked it
night.
today.
Play
Man,
with it at
because...
night.
Yeah, do it at night.
Okay, because I mostly played during the overcast setting as well. Like,
No,
I
play
just think it's
that.
more
Play
atmospheric.
that suit at night. It's awesome.
It really is.
okay,
Cool.
I mean, the thing is, I'm not much into spider armor. Like,
That's fair.
it-
Yeah.
like the spider armor suit, I just think is nonsensical because Spider-Man's entire fighting style and movement style kind of relies on him having a lot of freedom.
Yeah, but
and
now he's
wearing
Batman.
Wearing a clunky armor is not his shtick. And like, the thing is, I can appreciate it from a design standpoint, but even then, I just don't find this one looks really all that. But like, those are the only 2 that I don't really like the appearance of. I thought the Prowler style suit was pretty inventive.
Yeah,
That was cool. That was
I'm
awesome.
having a lot of fun with that one actually. I really like it. It's
I thought that was going to be the Aaron Davis Iron Spider.
Yeah, I mean, it could be.
essentially it could well be. To be honest, it looks that way.
It's the closest thing you're gonna get.
Purple Rain. I love the pun on it.
I don't care for Crimson Cowl.
Oh, I
Hate
don't
it.
like that one. No,
Hate
thank
it.
you.
It feels like Spider-Man, Assassin's Creed, and the Red Hood,
It's all too
Fuck.
much. It's too much.
and this is the outcome.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I'm in a minority here. And there is an anomaly in this. But personally, like, I don't think Spider-Man with a hood makes any sense, to be honest, because like the whole thing with the Spider-Man costume is it doesn't have bits attached to it. It's a very flat sort of skin suit that makes you streamline like a fucking dolphin, so that you can fucking soar through the air and stuff at the best speed possible. Which is almost kind of why I think the whole the sportswear suit is even a little bit too much. But I guess maybe what he's got underneath isn't the warmest. But one kind of exception I will make is the 2099 suit in this game. I would probably give or take the hood, but that is a clean-looking suit.
It's a great look.
Good
It's still
suit.
good.
Love the eyes. That's so cool.
I mean, I can forgive the sportswear suit, as I imagine it's probably more of a slight homage to the Spider-Verse as well, given the hoodie look in that one.
I just
and-
feel like it's too heavy-looking, though, if you get me. It's like Miles is like, okay, I'm gonna swing through the streets, so what shall I do? I'll get the heaviest clothing I can possibly get.
I don't think it would be a good look if the hood was off, though.
No.
True, it'd look kind of weird, wouldn't he? He'd look kind of like a bald eagle.
Yeah,
kind of
just
thing.
bored.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
did notice, however, that coat he's wearing is the same one he was wearing in the Rhino mission from the first Spider-Man game.
Oh my god, you're right. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that is a really cool feature. I really like that.
So, I have to say, I think Tesco supermarkets have really dropped the ball recently with their easy peel oranges. They used to be pretty reliable for a juicy orange. I found recently, though, I had some that were a little on the dry side. They weren't very juicy. They were perfectly in date.
I'm gonna stop you there. I don't want to hear any of this. I don't care.
Well, that's just cruel.
The poor guy's just going on about his orange, and you just shut him down.
Just
No-
trying to
no
express
hope.
my
No.
dissatisfaction with the Tesco oranges, and
Absolute
you know why
disgust.
he's like this, Dom? It's actually because he deals in fruit and vegetables.
Oh, I see. Oh,
He's
I
taking
was
it
just at the
personally.
grocery store playing with some cucumbers, right?
He's a fucking fruit and vegetable salesman. Hey, Mr. Expert Guy, then, in that case, why are the recent Tesco Easy Peel oranges? Why is it that when I fucking peel the thing, it pulls out the entirety of the orange?
How's he supposed
Because
to
you
know?
touch yourself at night.
He
It's
doesn't
not
work
because
in
of that.
Tesco's.
It's... No, this is the thing, right, though? It rips out the entire thing. It literally shreds the orange on the inside. It makes it a bit too easy to peel it, but it doesn't make it easy
Read the
to eat
fucking
it.
sign. It says peeled and shredded orange. Come on.
It doesn't say peeled and shredded. It said... Hang on, let me just get the fucking bag.
He's getting that. My God.
Let me just... We're gonna uncover this mystery once and for all, right?
God, I'm gonna uncover you.
Oh, I bet you'd like that, wouldn't you?
Now. This is free zone. No bonk. No
Right, okay,
jail for
okay.
you.
So,
Bonk.
it says, Tesco Sweet Easy Peelers Handpick. It says nothing about shredded. It just says Sweet Easy Peelers. Now, I can vouch,
You're just
they're pretty
illiterate.
sweet.
Just shredded surprise.
It
can't
doesn't say
fucking read.
shredded.
Shredded surprise.
You're just taking it personally, Michael. Look, I'm not complaining at you, and I didn't complain at the people there. I'm not the kind of person that complains at the staff. I'm the kind of person that will make do, but I'm not going to be very happy about
And
it.
he's bringing
Remember
it
when
up
you
now.
called up Curry's about your Spider-Verse suit that you didn't get?
Okay, look, I didn't... That's a misconception
code.
right there. I didn't call Curry's up
And
about
this
that.
man has the audacity to tell people, don't pre-order your games at Amazon, it's gonna go badly. What does he do?
Because, right, when it came to the PS5 orders, they shipped them out with Hermes. Hermes is known to be one of the worst parcel couriers in the United Kingdom. But also, okay, let me tell you a little story. I pre-ordered a PlayStation 4 and Arkham Knight for when Arkham Knight was coming out, like back in 2015, and like.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, it's quite a good little update you gave me. But yeah, basically, pre-ordered it with Amazon, and you fucking threw me off, Michael, you jackass. Yeah, I had a
That's what I'm
fucking
here
5
for.
a.m. shift the next day at the gas station. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna spend the day playing this, get an early night, go to work and stuff. The fucking thing arrived at 10 p.m. I was so fucking knocked off. But whatever. I had my little hour of play before bed.
I think it's interesting that you said fucking and then went to narked as if you couldn't swear twice.
Fuck you.
Oh no.
Fucking
Oh.
jackass.
There you go. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't wanna wait.
For my
Nice.
dinner to get colder.
colder.
Why can't I eat it now?
I'm glad you understood the reference. A reference within a reference.
I'm a big fan of the popular TV series Family Guy.
Some weird news. Here you go. Wonder Woman 1984 will release to streaming same day as in theater.
On Christmas Day.
Okay, that's kind of weird because I thought, like, inevitably at some point it's going to surely release on streaming because they've been kind of stubborn about this. But
Yeah,
they're
no,
going to
no.
release it on streaming when they release it in theater. Okay.
That's
Correct.
a very strange move.
Yep, HBO Max though, so
Well, we're going to have to wait then, aren't we? I mean, I know that all of the HBO Max DC things will be coming to, I think, Now TV in the UK.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it's not a great streaming service because they kind of mess up the conversion on a lot of shows. From the studio that still doesn't fire Amber Heard comes Wonder Woman 1984.
It really is just abysmal how they're treating the whole thing. It's crazy. Why does she still have a career?
I read some kind of article that said that even if Warner Brothers want her gone, they can't get rid of her because of the contract that she signed.
That's ridiculous.
They can't
That's
just nullify that, but
That's hokey.
I feel like it's the kind of thing where if that's the case, they can only terminate the contract if she is ruled guilty, like entirely, like if
Probably.
actual legal action is taken against her. But the thing is, there was that whole libel case with the Sun newspaper referring to Johnny Depp as a wife beater. There is the thing I've noticed is a lot of simps tend to say, "Oh, they're both as bad as each other. Johnny hit her too." There's no evidence whatsoever that Johnny hit Amber Heard. Not a smidge. There's that video where he appears to be losing his rag with her, but I believe that has been debunked. Like, I mean, for one, he is just losing his rag in that video. He's not hitting her or any shit like that. But also, the thing that makes us suspicious is A, why does Johnny Depp look kind of different? And B, why is he wearing his public image gear at home? Like, why is he wearing the trademark Johnny Depp outfit that he wears to premieres and shit just at home while he's having an argument? He wouldn't be. It's just a really bad fake video. I thought the boss fights for the most part were fine, but the thing is, the second Rhino fight, the Roxxon Rhino,
Play it on Ultimate.
I'm not even gonna go there.
Play
man,
it on
but, like,
Ultimate. I dare you.
I'm not even gonna go.
I'm
not
planning
even
on
gonna
doing
do
an
it.
ultimate run. It's gonna be hell.
Oh.
I'm gonna do it.
It's a pain in the ass. It is such a pain in the ass.
The thing is, I had someone in the comments section say, "Have you tried going invisible?" I didn't even think of that when I was playing that.
You don't think of it, no. You don't think of doing that because you're just too caught up in the action and it gets a bit stressful.
Maybe it makes all the difference. Maybe it's a cakewalk with invisibility on. I don't know.
I mean-
Michael, can you confirm that?
It's a kind of a cakewalk. It's just like he takes so much damage, it does not matter.
Oh Jesus!
Like you gotta wail at that guy for it felt like an hour.
Yeah, he's a
yeah.
tank.
It was a horrible. Like the worst part for me was like the rest of it's fine. Just the part where he throws those tank engines at you.
Yeah, and then
And
you
you
gotta
gotta-
overcharge him and throw him back and go attack
Yeah, and
him.
people keep interrupting you, and it's just like,
Mhm.
fuck.
And then you
Or,
gotta
like, you
heal.
need-
You
you-
sacrifice your
yeah.
venom, and then you just restarts all over again. It was just like, ah, no.
It took at least like 15 of those engines to beat him.
15
Oh,
It's too,
tries.
yeah, it was like Jesus, Insomniac.
What-
You maybe think maybe this
Oh
was
my
too
God.
many goons. You know, it's a difficulty spike as well. 'cause
I was
the
only
game-
the rest of
playing
the
on.
game.
I was only playing on amazing, and it was still a challenge.
This game is it's just harder than the first one because Miles isn't as powerful.
True. He's just not as. Even though when he's all got the venom stuff, he does feel slightly OP depending on the scenario. But then the
Yeah.
game will just not stop and just relentlessly kick your ass if it thinks you're getting too good.
Yeah, but like actual punches and shit, that's impossible to play the same way you'd play the first game. It's
Mm.
impossible.
Oh, for definite. Like,
Yeah.
it's a different rhythm, but I found it pretty easy to get to grips with.
Yeah.
They also throw less brute enemies at you in this one, I think.
I'm glad
Oh,
about
I
that.
thought there were more.
Really?
In normal crimes now, I fight like 2 per crime. Whereas
Uh,
Well,
in the
yeah,
first
but,
game it was
like-
1.
Okay, but what about the DLC for the first game? Because that threw brutes at you like it was nobody's business.
Oh, and they gave you even more brutes because like they had those invincible Gatling gun brutes.
I hated those. Like, they don't have those in this, at least.
they were
Yeah,
nasty.
not yet. Not yet.
Oh, DLC. Ooh, is there gonna be any? There's no confirmation of DLC yet for this game.
They haven't said anything, so I would assume if we get any DLC, it's just going to be like free costumes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but did Peter seem like a slightly more comedic character, though?
Oh, for sure. I was about to bring that up. Did you play all of those training missions?
Yeah,
I haven't done all of them yet.
He was doing the.
Yeah.
Oh. I was gonna say. Should I say? There's. Have you done the stealth missions?
No, but I'm not really bothered about side mission spoilers.
Okay, well, he does. He basically imitates some hostages, so he's doing all the things like "Save me, Spider-Man," and it's just like, oh wow, okay. It makes Miles laugh as well. So
Yeah, I don't know. To me, sometimes they just make him seem like so dumb and scatterbrained.
What, Peter?
Only with some of the lines though. Like whenever there's this one traversal challenge where he talks about swinging, and he's just like, "What if we combined pizza and bagels?" It's just like, okay.
yeah, it's a too
I
much time.
feel like he's just kind of talking down to Miles because the way that Miles is a bit younger, and he's like, "Ha ha, pizza bagel."
Except that's not how it comes off whenever you like actually listen to it.
It comes off as genuine. Hmm.
I think when you consider the attention to detail, like in the rest of the game, it does make those, I guess, little out of character moments maybe seem a bit, well, out
I
of
think,
character.
I mean, that's the thing. When it comes to, I always find it fascinating when you experiencing a protagonist through their eyes versus the eyes of somebody else. A
Mhm.
similar thing happened in another game series I play, Ace Attorney. The main character, Phoenix Wright, you experience a lot of things through his eyes, and he comes across as a sort of nervous character sometimes. But when he's like in full-on mentor mode in one of the later games, he's properly mature. He's mature. But once you go back into his brain, you can see all the insecurities and everything coming all the way back out. So I think Peter might just be trying to, alleviate this various scenarios for Miles and just try and relive his youth in a sense.
Dom, I hate to break it to you, but you just broke rule number 1, bro.
What?
No fucking weeb shit in this podcast.
Oh, fuck you and your Reeb shit.
Objection.
You're the one with the weeb shit.
I like Reeb shit, and so should you. You're too much of a
Fucking
girl.
weeb.
Fucking weeb. Why don't you go fucking cuddle your cuddle pillow?
God, you're so homophobic.